Hi, I'm Isabel from Lady Garden.
Hey, it's Amelie from Lady Garden.
We'll be playing Loud Women Fest in Newport and we cannot wait.
We'll see you there.
Guys, it's so good to have you here. Get into it. 5 days ago, you dropped your new song, "Drop Dead Gorgeous." What a tune! What can you tell me about what inspired you to write that song?
So I wrote that song because I felt not comfortable in my own body, which I feel like a lot of women can relate to. But like I said before, like it sounds bad, but it's not really like a body positivity song. It's like showing like it is rough. Like yeah, actually you don't have to sit there and love yourself 24/7 because that's not realistic. But it's also about like the people like how I feel like what I'm like I'm not like you're not in like a certain category. Like I'm not like extremely thin or I'm not like the other end of the spectrum. So you're just kind of somewhere in the middle. And I was just like, there's no like song that I can relate to out there that kind of says that. So I just thought like I'll just literally say it that I'm not skinny but I'm not fat. So I was just like, let's just and like it was actually came as a joke. I just wrote it like as a joke and I sent it to Amelie and I remember being like, lol, isn't this funny? And she was like, wait, no, we could use this. And I was just like, okay. So we went into band practice like the next day and we like tried it out and it's been through a lot of different what's the word? Like it's been through lots of different like stages. Like it sounded like one thing at one point and then it sounds like this now. But I'm happy with it. It took us the recording process was crazy because we literally had like a day, like not even a day. Like we all recorded our parts like once. So obviously we're sat there like I don't like this, I don't like this. But we said we'll just put it out there and see if people like it. So I'm glad we did.
Well, what I really like about the track is how raw it feels,
Yeah.
and so maybe the recording process was a blessing in disguise.
Maybe. I mean, we all did it really DIY. Like our lead guitarist, Lowry, she, I don't know what the words are. I'm not very good. She does like the mastering, the mixing, like all of that. So yeah, so she was very hands-on with it all. Like took a lot of time, but we're glad we did it like that, just because it feels more like we can kind of pick out the bits that we like and like change it. When I tell you, we told her to change it like probably over 20 times. She probably hates us now, but yeah, like it was really good that we did it all DIY.
Nice. So this is your second single, and but with two singles like that, it sounds like the band have been together for a long time. But you started in June 2024. How did the band get started?
So again, Amelie and I, we were in different bands, and we were the only girls in the band. And we messaged each other one day, just being like, "Oh, I really want to be in a girl band," and we were just like, "Yeah, maybe one day." And then Amelie, being who she is, I'm like lazy and I procrastinate. She, being who she is, she was just like, "No, let's do it. Let's do it. I've got this person. You go find this person." And I was like, "Okay." So we just did that, and then we've got a new lineup now. So we got a new lead guitarist and a new drummer. The drummer is my twin sister. And yeah, so we started in January. So as a band now, we haven't been together that long. And the success that we've gotten just from the past few months that we've been together is like unbelievable. And we wouldn't be able to do it without our manager, Emily. Like Emily is incredible. Like we love her. She's like our friend. Like we love her.
It's so great to hear about girl bands getting started and just I've interviewed a girl band before, and the advice they gave to anyone wanting to start a girl band was just to do it. Would you have any advice for anyone who also is maybe struggling being in a mixed band or bands with boys, and what advice would you give to them?
Emily.
Okay. Yeah, so like Isabel said, obviously we've known each other for ages, but we were both in like separate bands before, and we would just message each other complaining about like the boys that were in bands in, they were being annoying or whatever. And then she was like, "Oh, I wish I could be in band with girls." I was like, let's just do it then. Like you saying, I play bass, you just need two other people, do you know what I mean? And I think like it's the best decision that I've ever made. Like I've never been happier with like music and stuff. I've always wanted to like be in a band and stuff, and now that I'm actually doing it and I'm doing something that I genuinely enjoy doing, it's the best. And obviously people are gonna have their own opinions about it, but it's just about just not listening to them, to be honest. Like if there's anyone out there who wants to be in a band and wants to start their own girl band, like you just said, the only thing really to do is just do it. Like don't be afraid. Like I said, people are going to have bad opinions, but there is an audience out there for it. And yeah, just go for it, to be honest.
I would say like don't be so hard on yourself either, because
Yeah.
we're literally sit in band practice and start like arguing because we're like, no, it's not good enough. But like when we actually finish the song, we're like, it's like our favorite song. Like one of our favorite songs we've written, which you'll hear at Loud Women, is Smile. And like genuinely, that I cannot tell you how long that took to do because it was just like back and forth. But as soon as we got it right, it was just like we love it. And just like don't be hard on yourself. If you get hate comments, and just it's quite funny. Like we just laugh at them. We actually don't really care.
You know you're doing something right if you've got hate
Yeah.
comment. So you've got a pretty packed summer coming. Is there anything that you're looking forward to the most?
I'm really looking forward to Bunkhouse in Swansea.
Mm.
Because obviously we're all from Cardiff. We're very proud to be Welsh. So I'm really looking forward to Swansea. I think I was more like excited for it when I saw that it was like on the poster it says like the sound of Wales, and I was like, oh, that's so sweet. Like obviously that's just the name of whatever we're playing under, but I'm really excited to play that because I've always wanted to play Bunkhouse and we haven't done that before, so that's exciting.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
I'd say that's what I'm looking forward to the most. But obviously, we've also got Weekend Rumble. We're doing Tiny Rebel Fest next week.
Week on Saturday.
Yeah, down on no this week, sorry, down on the farm. So yeah, we've got quite a lot going on. But yeah, I agree. I'm excited for Bunkhouse the most, I think.
Brilliant. So what can you describe the music scene in Wales for me in maybe 3 words? Or actually in any way you want.
Is packed. Like I think the music scene at the moment is really good in Wales. Like we're doing like it's kind of hard because it's like you've got a lot of like different bands, so you're just like trying to like I don't know. It's like it's just packed. Like there's a lot of different bands. Like I wouldn't be able to like describe it by one genre. Like there's just like everything you want is in Wales. Like, and I would say like Bristol is known for like, music, like they've got a really big music scene, it's like booming, whatever. But I do think Cardiff is like becoming that. Like we are doing very well as like, like a city and a country. Like we're doing really well. We've got loads of different bands. Like off the top of my head, there's just so many.
Yeah, I feel like if because obviously before I started playing in bands and playing in music and stuff, I didn't really like think about any local scene. I was just like, oh yeah, this touring band's coming. Do you know what I mean? But when you're actually in the scene, whether that's you work at a venue, you're in a band, you're a promoter, whatever, like when you're actually doing it, there's so many bands that you would have like even thought of, and there's so many that are just like popping up all the time, loads of different age groups. I feel like more recently, a lot of younger people have started playing in bands, like 13, 14-year-olds are starting at bands and stuff, which I think is just really cool.
That's how old we were though. Like when you think
Yeah,
about
like yeah, that's
I
how
was only
we
a
were
few
when
years
we
ago,
started.
like
Yeah.
14.
Yeah.
Um, but also like what was I gonna say? Between the period of like when we started up again, so many new bands have come like out, and we're like,
Yeah.
oh god, like we feel like old. We're like, oh, we need to like figure out where like we fit in. But we're like really happy with where we are. Like we don't sound the exact same. Like we don't sound as like I wouldn't say we sound as like we're still punk, but we're not as like we have like different genres to our set now. I would say like we kind of like mix it up a bit, and I feel like all the songs sound quite different, which I think is important because obviously with punk music it can sound quite similar and people can get quite bored, but we try to like mix it up and like keep it fun for everyone. I think that this works for us.
Brilliant. And what initially drew you to punk as a genre? Was everyone a big punk fan, or was it kind of a direction you decided to go in?
I wouldn't say like we actually thought we were like let's do a punk band. Like we stuck with that genre before we even got like other members. We were like we're gonna do an all female punk. But also in the Cardiff scene in like 2024 when we started, it was a lot of like indie, like rock, like very like indie boy bands basically, not to be rude, but that is what it was like. And we were in the same like indie boy band. So we were like, let's do something different. Like, let's do something like you kind of need to find your niche. I think that's like a big thing. I don't know if it's just in Cardiff, but like you need to find a niche because if you're just going to play like the exact same as everyone else, then you're not going to really get like the following that you want. So we kind of stuck with that, and we were all very angry teenagers, still are. So we were just like, let's just do that, and it worked really well for us. Like we're still obviously doing it, like it's just working really well. Like all of our songs are quite punchy, I think. And yes, we just thought we all enjoyed punk music, but when we started playing it, we enjoyed it even more. Like we got more interested in it.
Yeah, I think when we first started, we just wanted something different because obviously me and Isabel, like she just said, we were both in other bands, but we were both in other like indie bands, and we wanted something different. Like me growing up, I think I always listened to like the heavier music, and I wanted something like that. Like I've always loved Aml and the Sniffers and those kind of bands. I was like, I wanna be that. I wanna be her. So I was like, let's just do it. And then obviously since then lots of other like punk bands have started popping up since like we started, so it's kind of just grown because when we first started it was all just like indie stuff, but now there's a mix of like different genres on the scene.
Amazing. I've got one more question for you guys. Obviously, people who are watching this interview are excited to see you at Loud Women and any other future gigs. What would you say that someone should expect to come to one of your gigs?
It's cool. My sister to play too fast. No. I think there's just like a lot. Like we just have. I think we have something for everyone. We always say this, but like genuinely, like we have like a slower song. We have like fast. Like we just have like a mix of everything. So hopefully you'll enjoy at least one of our songs. But yeah, we're very like we just basically when we're on stage, we don't think about it too much. We just try and think like, oh, we're still in band practice. Just kind of like mess around like you would there. Obviously, Amelie kind of reins us in a little bit. Like she's like, calm down. But like we are like we just kind of like don't obviously we think of it very seriously. Like don't like the anxiety beforehand is big, but like we just kind of take it like it's just like we're just having fun with our friends because that is our goal. Like we're not in it for like anything else. It is just like we just want to like play our instruments with our friends and like basically have fun.
Yeah, I'd say anyone coming to our gigs can expect to have a good time, expect very loud songs like loud women as we are, and yeah, just I think just we just want people just to come and enjoy it like we do at the end of the day, I think.
Because if you're enjoying it, we'll be enjoying it.
Yeah,